In our feature segment today, Farmweek's Amy Taylor takes us back to February 11th with some highlights of the 2010 Dixie National Sale of Junior Champions.
And Amy, you tell us those who attend or participate in the sale say it's an experience not to be forgotten.
That's right, Leighton. The sale showcases winners from Mississippi's largest market livestock show, the Dixie National Junior Roundup. Animals are auctioned for top dollar, and scholarships are awarded to outstanding livestock exhibitors. The record cold temperatures and tight economy didn't stop generous buyers from bidding on some of the state's finest livestock. If you come to the show barn at the State Fairgrounds the week after the Dixie National Junior Roundup, you'll find a sight to behold. Elaborate trophies and colorful ribbons, families capturing special moments, corporate businessmen shaking hands, and the most finely groomed, well-trained, highly bred livestock in Mississippi. Why, you ask? State 4-H livestock specialist Dr. Dean Josan says it's because of a prestigious event that honors the champions of the Dixie National Junior Roundup.
Today is a big day for a lot of Mississippi youth. It's kind of the Super Bowl of the livestock shows, the Dixie National Junior Roundup. And we've got 42 animals that qualified for our Sale of Champions today. So it's a good day to honor those youth for the hard work that they've put in, as well as many youth who did not make the sale, but are able to be recognized today by receiving scholarships.
Dr. Josan says the Junior Roundup is the largest market show for Mississippi youth. Sale of Champions Committee Chairman Brian Jones comments on what makes the Roundup such a large show.
In this whole program this year, over 2,000 boys and girls were exhibitors in different shows around the state. Then only the best, of course, get here.
Here's how a livestock exhibitor makes it to the big sale. First, an animal qualifies for Dixie National Junior Roundup by receiving a blue ribbon at the district level competition. At Roundup, animals are categorized by the type of animal, the breed, and are placed into either the light, medium, or heavyweight class. There's not a set number for how many animals can compete in each weight class. Next, a champion for each breed is chosen from the first place winners of each weight class. When the champion is named, the second place animal from that same weight class moves up for a shot at reserve champion. The reserve champion is selected for that breed, then the champions for each breed go in for the final grand champion drive. When the grand champion is chosen, the reserve champ moves up for a shot at reserve grand champion. And then it's on to the Sale of Champions, where the animals are auctioned off for a pretty penny. Brian Jones talks about who bids on these fine animals.
These will be corporate people and some individuals. We probably have a third of them that are just individuals who maybe were exhibitors when they were children, or just know it's a good program, and we have groups. Everybody out of these, there'll be one head guy, and he may have 10 people in his group, and they'll bid on 5 or 6 animals and hopefully get 3 or 4 of them.
The Sale of Champions Committee gives buyers walking canes and Western hats as a thank you for their generosity. Jones says contributions are tax deductible. He adds that the struggling economy was a challenge this year for the committee.
My challenge to the committee was to everybody to find one new buyer, and a lot of them were able to, and some of them were not, of course, but the economy is a factor.
In response to the economy, Dean Josan says some exhibitors also made changes.
Probably the biggest change may be youth going from raising breeding type cattle or market cattle for show to smaller animals. It's easier and cheaper to help care for the goats.
Despite the economy, the Sale of Champions fared well, totaling about $275,000. The highest per pound bids were $49 for a lamb, totaling over $7,000. A hog went for $41, totaling $11,000, and the price for a goat reached a record $81 a pound. The grand champion steer, shown by Seth Maxey, brought $14, totaling over $17,000. Maxey says winning grand champion was the perfect way to end his livestock career.
I've been showing for 12 years now, and I started out showing lambs and goats and hogs, and finally worked up to the cattle when I was about 10 years old, and my last year I got real lucky in getting that top hole.
Maxey claims the key to success is consistency and preparation, and showing livestock does not come without challenges.
Well, my steer, the one I actually won grand champion with, he busted up his leg. He sprained a ligament in his in his right front leg, so we had to get that healed up, and it turned out well in the end. And everything's unpredictable. It's what can happen. Animals get sick, you can get hurt, they can get hurt.
Livestock exhibitors say facing difficult situations helps them deal with all aspects of life. Academic scholarship recipient Taylor King was one of 33 exhibitors to be awarded a scholarship at the sale. She explains what showing livestock has taught her about sportsmanship.
I've learned that you're not always going to win, no matter how much time and effort you put into it, no matter how bad you want it. You're not always going to win. You and that judge are not going to see eye to eye 100% of the time. And you just have to roll with it. There's nothing you can do about it. You just got to take it in stride, learn from it, and hopefully do better the next time.
King says the livestock program also sparked her aspirations for the future.
Well, I'm hoping to go to school at Mississippi State University. I'm going to major in animal and dairy science, and then hopefully get into the vet school up there and become a large animal veterinarian. I understand what these animals mean to the owners as far as production and then consumers later on down the line. And it's so important that these animals stay healthy and get the proper care.
King says she plans on applying her experiences in the show barn to her future career. Alexandra Pittman claims making it to the sale with her market hog and goat has taught her to appreciate the value of striving for achievement.
Well, last year we got third with a lot of our animals, and this year we got first, and I really appreciate that because that means that we've worked hard and practiced and did great and led it up to this. It's going to make me work harder to try to win it and to try to win it again next year.
Alexandra believes the livestock program is good for family time. Her stepfather, Alan Keene, says he's extremely proud of Alexandra, especially since he showed livestock himself.
It's quite an honor, and it's hard to do, and a lot of hard work, and I just wanted her to get that reward for the hard work she's put in, and in my mind there's not a better program in the United States. Most of the time you're not going to read about these kids in a negative way. Most all these kids are good kids, and they're from good families, and it's just a good influence for them.
Keene believes young people should enjoy their activities in order to appreciate the life lessons and benefits. Taylor King comments about the importance of goal setting.
Well, I've definitely learned how to set a goal, and by setting goals you have to learn how to set the steps required to make that goal. And so it's just that requires responsibility and self-control and so much motivation.
Livestock exhibitors testify that no matter what path they choose for the future, they will always remember lessons learned in the barn. From Jackson, Mississippi, I'm Amy Taylor reporting. You can watch this story again on our Farmweek website at farmweek.msucares.com. We'll have links and telephone numbers there for you to find out more about junior livestock shows in Mississippi. You can participate by joining 4-H through your county office at the Mississippi State University Extension Service. You can also show by joining Mississippi FFA, which is available at many public schools. Once again, that's farmweek.msucares.com.
And Amy, there's a lot of volunteers that make this go. I mean, they're behind the scenes, but it wouldn't go without them.
Right. There's about 27 volunteers on the committee of the Sale of Champions. So it definitely is something that, it's an ongoing effort, definitely an ongoing effort.
Good story.